There's a ritual people claim that you should never do it alone. It takes you to the deepest part of your mind. Some say the things you're seeing while doing this ritual are the things that are not coming from your mind at all. It's known as Three King ritual. According to stories, those who experience this, those who have done this ritual, will never forget their experience. The ritual must begin before 3:30 a.m. in the morning. You need a room with no open windows, and it should be completely dark, and you need three chairs. One chair faces forward, other two chairs set slightly behind it, one to the left and one to the right. These chairs are called King, Queen, and the Fool. Behind the Queen and the Fool, there's a large mirror which is placed. There are you need to place two large mirrors behind these chairs. And in front of the king, you need to light a single candle. Once everything is prepared, you can start the ritual. Exactly at 3:30 a.m., participants should sit on the chair of the king. The candle is lit and the room must stay quiet, completely silent throughout this. It's a simple but important rule, and you must stay looking forward without turning around. Because if you look behind, you're gonna see something you were never meant to see. After several minutes, claim to see that mirrors behave completely different, completely strange. Reflections move completely different from what they should look like. Shadows are stretched across the walls, and sometimes the empty chairs behind you don't appear to be empty anymore. Those who claim to have tried this ritual say that this is the moment when Queen and the Fool arrives. They cannot be seen directly, but only through the mirrors. If the ritual works, you can hear the whispers from behind, soft, calm, and comforting. Participants are allowed to ask questions about their fear, about their future, about their lives. And according to stories, their answers are always honest. But there is a warning though. If you ever hear them asking to turn around, you must ignore them. If you ever do, the ritual will end in a bad term. Some people do say that they hear voices which are familiar, a voice of a friend or someone they loved before or the family, and these voices, which are imitating their loved ones, will ask them to look behind. And some people, despite the warnings, they look behind. And those people who have turned around say the same thing. The candles blew out instantly. The mirror falls silent, and the person who is sitting on the king's chair begins to shake, as if something just entered the room. One online story described about a man trying to do this ritual alone. Everything went normal at first. The candle burned, the room stayed still, until he noticed something behind the mirrors. The chair of the fool was no longer empty. A dark shape was sitting there, watching him closely. He tried to stay calm and he remembered the rule: do not turn back and do not leave the chair. Here comes the most terrifying part. Yes, he does sit still, and yes, he doesn't look around. But the dark entity, which is seen in the mirror, slowly leans towards him and whispers something. Look at me. Man said that he felt breathing right behind him, warm, slow, and right next to his ear. It almost made him turn around at that point. Nobody knows what truly happens during this king ritual. Some say it's just a psychological experience, but some say it is something more, something that waits patiently in the mirror. But all of these stories come with the same warning. If you ever sit on the king's chair and see someone who is sitting behind the fool chair behind you, whatever you do, do not turn around. Because once you look around, it might never leave you alone. Have you ever tried this game? Are you willing to try this game?